Good morning, everyone. What's going on? What's going on? It is Friday, May 24th, 2019. Wrapping up a crazy week in the market, quite volatile. We see the market trading up, trading down. China, U.S. trade wars, bring a lot of emotions onto the market. A lot of selling happening, a lot of buying happening across the board. Tech sector's getting hit predominantly. But that being said, there's always opportunities to the downside or the upside, regardless of the market sentiment. So. We're wrapping up a strong week. We have a 3-day weekend ahead of us. We have a holiday on Monday, so market is closed, no trading. So let's end this session with a strong day. We'll wrap up a solid week. All right, guys, we got 7 going into our watch list. We're gonna kick it off with WB. As you can see, WB gap down, closed a little over 5.5 points to the downside. Found a little bit of support, as you can see, and traded relatively above VWAP throughout the day. Midday kind of faded down, but then fought right back up. It pretty much closed at the intraday high, so that's on watch. If it can, if that level is going to hold, then we will obviously mitigate risk at that level and watch the fade to that 41 level as we have for our target. So, but it has to that intraday high of yesterday needs to hold for us to mitigate risk. If it penetrates the upside, then we'll let it run out. But if it shows some more weakness after the dust settles in the morning, then we will mitigate some risk and put out a start position. Next up, ZM. ZM, as you can see, closed a little over 3.5 points at downside. It had since its IPO, it's had quite a significant run. Pulled back, and it's been pulling back, and hasn't stopped since putting in lower highs and lower lows. So we like that. We like it to the 75 level. If it continues to show weakness, pretty much traded sideways throughout the day after its gap down. So if it wants to peel away from VWAP, starts to continue its downtrend to that 75 level as a conservative target, then we will enjoy it. If not, if buyers want to push this thing back up, which we do not anticipate, but if they do, we'll step aside and let the market have it. But we definitely like this thing a few more points to the downside. XEC, as you can see, pretty clean chart yesterday. Closed 4.5 points down. Had a pretty clean pullback to VWAP. We like the VWAP stuff, and traded down a couple of times, got VWAP, and it closed relatively close to VWAP, but it was towards the low of the day, which we definitely like for a day 2 continuation. So we're gonna keep this thing on watch. We like this to the 60 level conservatively, and it's got a decent ATR, so it could happen. Again, we like this thing. It's a very clean chart, nice stress-free reward trade. So keep an eye on this thing after dust settles. If it is below VWAP or get put in lower highs and lower lows above VWAP, we'll step in and mitigate risk. SINA, SINA. As you can see, closed a little over 4.5 points to the downside. Was quite strong in the afternoon. It's been selling off for quite a while, for 2 weeks now. So hasn't found any support yet. Tried to find some support after a significant gap down, but we definitely like it continuation to the 35 level. So there's a lot of meat on the bone here. ATR is only a little over 2.5 points, but if it continues to show some weakness, then we can see what this thing has been doing. So clearly the boys are dumping shares. Our traders are getting out of this thing and moving funds elsewhere. So we'll see if there's some more shares being unloaded on the market. So then we'll ride that wave a little bit further down. So until market dictates a reversal in price, then you might as well not fight the trend. All right, guys. Next up, we got TNDM. You can see TNDM after its gap up in March has been pretty much trading in this range, right, from that 60 level to around the 74 level. It's getting towards the low of the range, so we definitely like it to the low 60s. Closed at a little almost $64. Had a little bit of after hours action last night. Closing maybe 40 cents above market close. But we'll see if that's going to continue. If it continues, then step aside and let it go to the higher part of the range here. If not, we anticipate it's going to crack through the 50-day on the daily and move its way down to the 60 level, possibly further. So it's having some issues trying to stay in this range. If it continues to fade out, we definitely like this few more points to the downside. LITE, LITE, has been selling off, as you can see, across the board. in this range that we like. We like it to the 42 level. You know, it was a week all day after it fade, covered below VWAP late morning. Just could not get above VWAP, and it was just kind of trading down the whole day, almost to the low of the day. And so we definitely like this for day 2 continuation to the 42 level. Last but not least, Planet Fitness, as we've spoken about before. I think it's a ridiculous gym in the States. Those in the States know what I'm talking about. It's selling off. Obviously, you know, we like to the low 72 level. That's where you're going to see the 50 as well. So, you know, it's kind of a nice magnet for price when it's heading in a particular direction to a strong moving average. So that's what we like. If obviously, as always, you know, after the dust settles, because you know, played around a little bit of market maker manipulation in the morning, trying to suck buyers in, and obviously it faded out in the late afternoon, or actually late morning, early afternoon. So we like this day 2 continuation to the 72 level. And that's it, guys. We got 7 going into the session. Obviously, as we do, we cherry pick the best of the best, wait for price come to us. And when price reaches our idea, then we step in, mitigate risk, and ride the wave. Otherwise, we sit on our hands and just, you know, patiently wait and patiently wait and patiently wait. Otherwise, you know, why jump in and if price isn't ready yet, right? You chase, you die. That's what we always say. Anyway, guys, if you guys want to know what we're doing here, how we're trading these stocks, how we're you know, choosing our watch list, how we're, you know, trading these setups, any kind of question you have, come check out the site at thestreettrading.com, and we will sort you out on the 90-day course. All right, guys, have a great day in the market. Be very diligent with your stops, be patient with your setups, and have a fantastic day in the market. All right, guys, have a good one.